about that. We'd like to welcome you out to this assembly today. And
I'd like to welcome you here to this kind of a special thing today. And first off, I'd like to thank Mr. Rosenberg and the band for this fiery send-off. And I want to introduce some of our guests today. And what I'll do is I'll introduce them and they can wave their hands so you know who they are. Okay? Charles Hessenthaler, who's our state representative. And there's Colleen Sponsor, who is on our District 1 school board. And then Judy Richards, who is on our State Board of Education. Yeah, I think that's the principal. I think that's Mr. Davis. And the next one is Judy Ketchpole, who's the State Superintendent of Public Instruction. And you know your own officers. Before I turn the time over to Mrs. Ketchpole, just sitting up here, I observed something. I noticed when I used to teach, it was the same way in this area, that the girls get real good looking and they're almost gorgeous, and the boys get kind of homely. And maybe that's why you got such a good football team this year. And the coaches don't help it much either. And the last thing is, Mr. Davis used to be a coach. But now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Ketchpole, and she's going to come up here and make this award.
Well, thank you. I need to do a little reality check because I've been out on the governor's plane this morning. Every now and then you get some perks in this job. And one was that we had to be several places. They took the governor to Jackson, let us have the plane, but we were in Newcastle and we were just coming down. You know how you kind of anticipate any minute the wheels will hit the ground? And we were waiting, and the next minute we took off again. And I'm thinking, oh, whores, is this what you've read about? And we hollered up to the pilots, don't we have landing gear? Are we out of gas? What is it? Can anyone figure out what it was? What opens this weekend? Antelope hunting season. And all the antelope got the word, and they all grouped right on the runway. So we had to buzz them once and move on. So it kind of, got you in gear. So now I need to do a reality check to the real world and just quite figure out who is here. And we can sort of do that by seat time aerobics. You guys know what that is? Oh, well, I'm going to teach you then. Seat time aerobics means we don't have time to go to the gym. So I need to see, where would 9th graders be sitting? And let's have them just clap their hands. 9th graders, where are you? Okay, that's the aerobic exercise for the day. Coach, that won't do much for the team, but it'll be okay for me. Where are the sophomores? And the juniors, where are you? Okay, now this gets real critical as we get down to who rules this school. Where are the seniors? Understand, and this is going to be the real test, because we have the Byron Elementary School in here too, and I'm going to let them use in this aerobic exercise both their voices and their hands. So let me hear it from the elementary kids. Where are you? Hey, seniors, could you outdo that? Let's hear it from the seniors once more. Seniors, are you there? Make the faculty identify themselves, because some of them think they look so young that I will mix them up with the students, so maybe I will. Sometimes people get nervous when I come to their school because they're afraid that I'm coming to talk about accreditation, or I'm coming to talk about things that they're doing or not doing. It's not the case today. I am here today to celebrate. Now, give me a little clue about some of the things that we like to celebrate besides winning the homecoming game. What else do we celebrate? The last day of school? That sounds like a good day to celebrate. What about birthdays? Do we have anybody in the audience who would be so fortunate to have every day? Come on down. Come on, we need you down here. If you have a birthday, come on. Don't be shy. Come on, birthday kids. Only one birthday? Only one birthday? All right. What is your name? Everybody else knows you but me, right, Kayla? And you're how old, Kayla? 18. Oh my gosh. 18. All right. Would you guys have a bagpipe band in your school? It seems fitting that we would have a bagpipe celebration. Kayla, get up here where everyone can see you. Come on, come on. You guys do have a bagpipe band. I've heard you do. Don't you?
They're on tour right now.
They're on tour. Well, then you're going to have to do it. Take your left hand and plug your nose, and take your right hand and whap right here, and let's sing happy birthday to Kayla. Here we go. Happy guys might not know this, but Will Rogers once made this very famous quote. He said, if you want to kind of have the audience love you, never follow animal acts, small children, and then I think he said, and the Rocky Mountain Band. Would that have been right? And here I am having to follow that great band. Let's give them a hand. Well, the truth of the matter is that I am here today to celebrate with you something very, very dear to my heart. And that would be good teaching and great educators. Think about that for a minute. What a great day this is for me. Here's what I want you to think about. As you, especially seniors, as you go back and you think in your school life, those people who have deeply affected your life, those folks that have made a difference on whether you wanted to come to school, whether you did a little bit more than you thought you could do, those people who taught you what you needed to know, who provided leadership in your school. Think for a minute about some of the folks who've impacted your life. I had a chance the other day to meet in the University of Wyoming with some chemistry students, some undergraduates. A couple were getting their masters and a couple were getting their doctorates. I said, talk to me a little bit. How did you get here? This is pretty impressive. Each one went around the table and said there was one person in my school that made that difference. I wanted to be just like they were. I wanted to do what they did. I wanted to be like them. And so when you think about people who've impacted your life, that's what I am here to do today. There's this organization in Los Angeles called the Milken family. And they are great believers in recognizing outstanding educators. And so they've set some criteria about what it is that makes one of those very special educators. And then they've said, you know what? Across the United States, we need to celebrate that. We need to celebrate those people who truly step up and make a difference to the kids. And so today we're here to talk about what would a good educator look like. I've got some information about somebody right here in this room that I'm going to share with you. Now, if you figure out who this is, pretend you didn't. But here's some things some people in your community have said about this person. This is a person who's influential within the community. They're strong, I have to say they, or I'll say it, because if I tell you he or she, you're going to guess it. So I'm going to say it. Is that all right? It is this wonderful human being that I'll tell you in a minute. It advocates for all kids. It's a character in our community. It's always negotiating with kids to give them a better chance. It's a technocrat and extremely up-to-date in this area. This is a person that loves working with all students without regard to their learning abilities. This is a person that comes up with new ideas and is not afraid to step up and try new things. This person is absolutely ethical, sincere, and trustworthy. Are you picturing someone that might fit this? This person has high goals and sets high standards for all students. This person works with each student to help them succeed. This person is a risk taker and will try new things. Everyone can see that this person is excited about what it does and encourages the parents in our community to be more involved in our school with all of us. The excitement this person generates extends throughout the community. Lots of great things about this person in this room. So now let me think. Okay, so we know there's some great person right here in this room today. So what could I, just the state superintendent of education, do to honor this person? Well, I could come and have an assembly, say the name, jump, shout, cheer, and leave. That'd be kind of special for some folks. Or I could say, let's see, on October 23rd, we will be gathering in Cheyenne or in Casper to celebrate the award winners and have a technology conference and have the governor and folks from all over the state join in this celebration. That'd be kind of special for some of you to get to come to Casper and have a great lunch and be honored. Does that sound good enough for a great educator? I don't think so. So then we could say, how about let's give this person a little more than that. Let's send this person to Los Angeles with an all-paid trip that includes taking their best friend, be that a spouse or the senior class president or whoever else might want to go on this trip. Go to Los Angeles. I think you get met by a limousine. I think you spend about 3 days interacting with outstanding educators from every state in the United States. I think you get to go to this great dinner. Last year, Larry King was there and visited with the folks. One year, you kids wouldn't know this, but Paul Anka was there. Then it comes down to where it's the night to truly celebrate. And the master of ceremonies steps up to this microphone with about 1,000 people dressed in tuxedos, ladies wearing ball gowns, decorations on the table. It's sort of like the Academy Awards. And they say, ladies and gentlemen, I am here today to present to you the outstanding educators from the great state of Wyoming. Well, that's pretty exciting. The first time I went, it made me start crying and get goosebumps. Every year since then, it's done the same. That's pretty good. So maybe I ought to practice that once more. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today at Rocky Mountain High School to honor one of the outstanding educators in the great state. That's not quite right. Let me see. Rita, we practiced this on the plane, how I ought to do this. All right, let's do it once more. Let's see. Okay, we got to make this good. Are you ready? Maybe I ought to have a little help up here. Ladies and gentlemen, friends of Rocky Mountain High School, we are gathered here in your school today to announce the winner of one of the outstanding educators who every day affects the lives of children. That person, ladies and gentlemen, is your principal, Joe Davis. Come on up here. Stay right here, sir. That's only part of it. You know, I was telling you about the dinner where you'll be wearing a tux. You'll be seated. And this is the part I forgot to tell you. It just slipped my mind. They'll be saying, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to honor tonight an outstanding educator from the great state of Wyoming with a reward for his endeavors. Now, just plug your ears once. I want you to hear this part. Okay. They put up there a dollar sign that's going on a check. And then they have a check. Now, if you were thinking of the great educators in the whole United States, it would start with a 2. Got it? Then a 5. Then a 5. That'd be $25. Would that be worthy? No. No. So add a 0. How about 250? No. Not good enough for me. How about you? He could spent $250. Add another zero. Let's see. $2,500. Sounding good to me? All right. Here's what you're going to all want to do. You're going to all want to become Joe's very best friend, because guess what?
That's me.
Joe is going to get a check, not for the school, not for the school district, but for Joe. That will be a $25,000 check. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you how proud I am to stand up here today and announce that they will be saying, ladies and gentlemen, from Rocky Mountain High School, we are pleased and proud to recognize an individual who works daily to affect the lives of his students, Principal Joe Davis from Rocky Mountain High School. Make a few comments.
Somebody has to be here. Thanks, and I believe you. I don't believe the $25,000. I'm appreciative of the $25,000. I think you know my rewards. It's going to be hard. I teach because I love kids. I teach because I love the faculty and the staff at Rocky Mountain High School. And other than with my family, there's no place I would rather be than here. And I guess my favorite students are those that I've had for the day. You know, today, where is the ugly guy? Preston beat me up in the hall. At least I let him think he beat me up. You know, and yesterday I spent a wonderful day with 5 great kids and 4 wonderful women, young ladies, in detention. And I had a great time, and they had a good time. And I got my sentences, and it was all okay. Rocky Mountain High School is a great place. Rocky Mountain High School is great because of the staff we have. Rocky Mountain High School is great because of students we have. Rocky Mountain High School is great because of parents that you have that allow us to teach and to educate. And I'm thankful for that opportunity. I'll figure out something wonderful to do with the $25,000. I doubt I'll take a vacation. I don't want to go anywhere else. I thank you, and I thank our staff, and I thank my wife and family, and above all, I thank my God for the opportunity, for the talents and abilities He's allowed me to share with you. Thank you.
Okay. Assembly, and we'll adjourn to 6th period.
Is school out? No.
You're
right, Chris.
Wait a minute.
I tried.
How did Joe get selected, or tell us?
Oh, I gotta be taller. One thing I didn't do is that I can't believe I didn't do this, but I need to introduce the folks that... Oh, Just put it down. In my next life, I'm going to be tall. I really want to introduce the folks who've helped me do this today. Jim Lindino. Stand up, Mr. Lindino. Stephanie Beatty and Rita Watson. This award is given not through a nomination process, not through an application process, but in accordance with the Milk and Family Foundation, who sets criteria for how this award is given. The truth of the matter is that a committee goes out in the world and says to people in communities, tell us about someone in your town that makes a difference in the lives of kids. And once those names have been gathered up, they go back out and work with community people, moms and dads, business people, educators, kids, talk about all of those kinds of important things and get that input. And then past winners, this is the third year that I've been able to go out and announce. I get the fun part. And the truth of the matter is, they don't even tell me the name of the winner until I'm on the airplane, because they know I'll get so excited. I'll just call one friend and tell them who it is. You know how that goes? Can you keep a secret? And you tell one person. So that's how we do it, and it's through a detailed process. That committee works 6 to 9 months coming up with the winners, and there will be 4 winners in the state of Wyoming. This year they are all secondary winners. Every other year we go secondary, elementary, secondary, elementary. So good question. Was there another question? Okay, I would give you the day off, but I think you've been told to go to 6th period. I'm sorry. Congratulations, you should be very proud.